Still a little guy. He definitely wanted it though.
Jerkbait fishing, cold water, some bass. I'm Bob Murray, this is Delaware Valley Outdoors. Stay tuned, it's going to be a good one. Not a big one, but
It's a fish.
fish.
What we're saying about 1.5, 2 feet of water?
Yeah, yeah. Springtime, cold bass. We got about 50-degree water temp. I'm out here with my good friend Warren Brady, and he talked me into going jerkbait fishing.
Nothing like jerkbait fishing in the early spring, right, Bob?
And we're just catching just little males that are moving up. We're going to move around today and see if we can find some bigger females and stuff like that. And we should do okay. We're going to try jerk baits, and we're going to try some jigs and maybe some rattle traps too. They seem to be hitting pretty good. We got a little bit of wind, so we got
to try and stay out of the wind, stay in these back protected coves.
That's it.
Little males always move up first, so
Yeah.
we got lucky. We'll catch into some of the bigger females.
Yeah. All right, let's put this dog back and get some more.
All right.
For these cold temperatures, or I should say, well, water's cold. It's early spring, and we're going to be using a variety of baits, but one of the best baits to use is a suspending jerk bait. They come in a variety of sizes, colors. You try to match basically the fish that you have in your body of water. Some like an orange belly with a black back. Some guys like a fire tiger color. So it all depends on your preference and what the baits that you feel. And what you want to do with a suspending jerk bait is just cast it out, and then you're going to just jerk it. Pause, pull, jerk, pause, and just let it sit there. And what that does, when you jerk it, it goes like this, and then it just stays at that level. It doesn't float up, it doesn't float down, it just stays there, and that suspends I get, and it kind of wiggles a little bit like that. And you're going to have to work on the cadence. Sometimes it's jerk, jerk, pause, jerk, jerk, pause, or it may be three jerks and then a pause, but you're going to have to make that pause the most important thing, because that's when the fish is going to spot the bait, and when it pauses and it's just sitting there, then that fish will come up, and usually it comes up off the bottom and then smacks at it. And a lot of times, especially when you're fishing for smallmouths, what you'll do is you'll find you catch them in the side of the face, because what they'll do is they'll come up and just slap at it, and you'll catch them, because with the quality of the baits they have today, the Smithwicks and the Rapalas and stuff like that, the hooks on them are so sharp. You got 3 sets of hooks, but that's what you want to do. You got to vary your cadence and just cast it out, jerk, jerk, pause, and when that pause, that's when I think you get ready. And then when you move your bait again, that's when that fish is going to hit. Again, variety of sizes. I'm using a bigger one today, hopefully just to attract a bigger fish, but you can go down to small spinning jerk baits, and they work really well. Oh man, like a ton of bricks. Like that, or just got the wind knocked out of me. Come here. Now here is a prime example of what I was saying about these fish coming and swatting at it. That fish just swatted this bait. Never touched his mouth, obviously. They came along and swatted it. Hey, look, we got a double.
And this is what we're talking about. You never know what you're going to get in the springtime with multi-species.
But that's it. It's a nice little male. Again, let's just talk a little bit about, Warren, the fish. That's a nice perch. The fish will be moving up into these areas. Now, we're in like an area with some stumps and stuff like that. And these males, now will these males make beds around the stumps, or will they near the stumps, or just off of them someplace?
They'll go right next to the stumps, Bob. They'll make them right next to the stumps, up against them, in between them, in the root system of the stumps. Speaking of which, I got to kind of pay attention so we don't run into any more.
Oh, I'll put this one back. Oops. That's a nice little fish. But again, he just slapped right at it. That's why the hooks on these things are unbelievably sharp. But again, what I was doing was pausing it and just letting it sit there. And that's basically what it was, is you have to let that fish, or let the bait pause, and then that fish will come right up and just smack at it. So let's see if we can get back in here and get some more.
Yeah.
Warren.
Another jerkbait bass. Another small male moving up into that shallow water.
Right into this 2 to 3 feet water, just sitting down in there. Good thing. Let me get my reel in here.
And they hooked themselves really good.
These pliers?
Yeah, let me get those pliers. Thank you. Another little small male jerk bait. Let's see if we can't get into some of the bigger females.
Maybe we can. Again, what we're doing, we're just going across these areas and just fan casting. Really, we're not looking for anything specific. We just got the right water temperature. We got 50-degree water temperature, and we're just trying to go. The other thing we have to mention, though, it's a tad windy here, and it's a little difficult to feel sometimes, or at least set the hook on a fish, because you're holding your balance, and Warren's doing a heck of a job just trying to keep us from blowing across the water here.
Yeah, I think they said we're hitting 35-mile-an-hour gusts today, so.
Yeah. But this is what you get when you come out in springtime, and it's the fact that the weather changes, the wind conditions come up, and so you have to bear with it sometimes. But that wind sometimes will blow that warmer water up into coves and stuff like that, and you can find 2-degree different water, and boy, you could really turn it into some good fish.
There's another one.
All right. Warren, did you switch colors or
Nope. I kept with the gold and black. I pretty much just increased the size a little bit, and like you were saying about the way they slap at it.
Yep.
You got both sets of hooks in them.
Yep. Again, these are just little males coming up ready to. Need the pliers again?
Yeah, let me get this one more time.
Yeah.
And of course, I put a new fresh coat of Mega Strike on.
That'll
Which
do
never
it.
hurts.
Do it. There we go. Another
Little small male.
It's amazing how the size of the bait you're using is the size of the fish. They really are just striking at it.
Yep, that's what happens is that water temperature starts to increase. Those smaller males, they start to get more aggressive, and they'll just come up and slap at anything that gets in their way when they're getting ready to get into that spawn mode.